Principal CT, respected Principal ITI, respected Principal Polytechnic, respected Principal of the school, CBSE school, respected faculty on the stage, respected teachers, and all my dear students. So I take immense pleasure in attending this function, and it's a privilege for me to attend this function. I thank the principal and the administration to have invited me to attend this function. So as we recollect the contribution of Dr. Maulana Azad, who was the first Education Minister of India, he had contributed to the school curriculum of our nation. The educational curriculum, I would say, not school curriculum. He laid emphasis on the development of all languages, and he laid emphasis on the teaching of various subjects in all languages. And that is the reason we are sitting here and you are learning various subjects in Urdu language. And that is the reason this school is the first in India to have all the subjects to be taught in Urdu language till +2. So we all owe our sincere thanks to Dr. Maulana Azad. We should recognize his contribution. This is a day to recognize and acknowledge his contribution. This campus has been functioning from 2006, as I saw the presentations, and it is running very successfully despite the limited resources. I am very happy to learn that. The principal city has listed out the various problems, and I do realize that these are very genuine problems being faced by you. The road is not in a good condition. The light conditions are bad after the evening. The land problem is also a major issue because of the fragmented nature. So we would take note of each of these problems and try to sort out in the best of our capacity. At the same time, I would like to reiterate that we have sanctioned 200 bedded hospitals for the university in MSDP, under MSDP project, and 8 additional classrooms under MSDP project, Minority Sector Development Project. So we are taking care, but since this has come to our knowledge, we will definitely formulate a project and forward to the government. I will personally talk to the principal secretary and ensure that in some innovation fund or something, at least on a priority basis, lights will be arranged, especially the high mast lights will be arranged, so that children, especially women children, will feel safe here. So this university, I just went through the electronic lab, the computer lab, the internet facilities here. They are very state-of-the-art facilities. Very few universities here we find that 100 Mbps internet is available through RailNet. Very few schools or colleges can vouch for 30 computers, 30 computer set labs. Very few schools or colleges can vouch for such high facilities of the electronic labs. So my humble request to you is to make the fullest use of all these facilities that are being provided to you. This is the time where you shape your future and also the nation's future. You are the future of the nation. So have the positive energy, positive attitude in whatever you do, and you have a lot of energy at this age. Adolescence is an age and childhood is an age where a lot of energy is there. So that energy has to be streamlined in a very positive direction, and that is the duty of your teachers and also your parents. But you should realize this responsibility, that you will be responsible citizens of the society in the future. You will have the aspirations of your family and the society from where you have come from. and also your teachers who are caring for you or guiding you. So always have that in your mind. Dr. Abdul Kalam told a very famous proverb that it is not the sleep that brings out your dreams. Dreams are such that make you not to sleep. Dreams don't come in sleep. Dreams makes you not to sleep. So you should have such aspirations, and you have the background, you have the facilities, you have the right kind of platform, you have the guidance from your teachers, the way they are functioning. I am seeing that they're very enthusiastic. All the departments are very enthusiastic, the principals and everybody is very enthusiastic. So you should make the fullest use of this opportunity. Administration will try to cater to your needs to the best of its ability. One more request I have is, the government has formulated very important schemes in light of the recent climate change activities that are happening in the whole of world, whole India and also in Bihar. Due to climate changes, we are finding that a town and a district full of ponds and water faces water crisis in summer. Darbhanga is a city of ponds, but it faced huge water crisis last year. We don't know how. Early floods. July we never experienced flood, but this year in July we experienced severe floods in the district. So there are a lot of climate change issues that are facing our town, our district. So the government has formulated a scheme called Jal Jeevan Hariyali Abhiyan, which means our livelihood is based upon the preservation of water and the greenery. That is why they have placed the Jeevan word in between Jal and Hariyali. Jal, Jeevan, Hariyali. So the livelihood is between Jeevan and Hariyali. Sorry, Jal and Hariyali. So to conserve water and preserve the greenery, many activities are taking place like soak pit, water harvesting structures in buildings, increasing the percentage of greenery, increasing the recharging capacity of the ponds, the canals. So a lot of activity, creating new water harvesting structures. So a lot of activities are happening. Now I would request the ITI or the Polytechnic or even the school students to formulate some innovative projects for towns and cities. Let the projects be very cheap. Let the projects be very consumer friendly, so that anybody can make in their house. At the same time, it should be very effective in water conservation. The problem we are facing is things are being done from the government side, but whenever some cost is involved, public usually hesitate to give their contribution. So we need a very cost effective and effective technology which can be used in especially towns and cities to conserve water, preserve water in rainy season. The water that lands on the roof of some houses, they get wasted after a point of time. So we need to make some sort of innovations. I am sure the Polytechnic and the ITI faculty members will also take a lot of interest and guide the students. So if we can project something that is very useful, that will be a contribution to the society. And always remember, your education should also be connected to the society. It should not be isolated. It should be connected to the society that you have come from, and it should be connected to the problems of the society. So that you should always remember, and you should always work towards that. Never feel or never make yourself isolated from the society. Then your education will also not be useful for anybody. At the end of the day, your education should be useful to the society from where you have come from. So, I would like to conclude my speech here, and I would heartily thank the faculty members, the principal who came all over to the collectorate, Darbhanga, to invite me. It is a huge pleasure for me to have attended this function amongst all of you, and I am very happy to meet all of you here. And let me again congratulate you on the National Education Day and on the birth anniversary of Dr. Maulana Azad. Thank you.